Alright, what is up guys? So, I know I've been on another little break, but, this time it wasn't Bloxstress, right? So you know how Bloxstress been getting kind of stale? Well, yeah, I got addicted to a new game. See, I used to think the same thing about Grow Garden that a lot of people who haven't played it think. And yeah, it still remains like the truth, right? It is a simple game. You just plant, sell, and do whatever, and in this new update you can craft or whatever. But the point is, it's a simple game, but it's somehow still very addictive, and I've been grinding it for the last week or so. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. But no worries guys, I will be doing some more Bloxstress video, but not too many. Now when the update comes out, that's when I'll go back to Bloxstress and do more videos on that. But the thing is, it's just Bloxstress is very stale, and this game actually gets updates. So yeah, I was able to make some of the new crafter seed packs, these, right? Because I don't have Robux, right? No, I'm broke. And I was able to get the crocus, succulent, the violet corn, the benboo, and I wasn't able to get the cocoa vine, right? But you know what I was able to get on the 4th pack? I'm not even joking. I only did 20 or so packs. I got the dragon pepper. Yes, it is the closest thing to Candy Blossom that we have right now. According to the wiki here, it sells for a minimum of 27,000, which honestly isn't that bad. I think that isn't the worst, right? And it isn't. Yeah, it isn't. Crazy. Unbelievable. But it's not multi-harvest, so I will say it's definitely not the best. It sells for a minimum of 45,000, and it's not multi-harvest, but it is 45,000. So it is definitely better than the crocus. We can definitely say that, and I think it's good for the crafting recipe that you can do with it, because use a dandelion plus 2 pumpkins, a flower seed pack, and 40 honey, you can get a Lumira from the last update, which is very good. And I have seen other YouTubers talk about the Lumira. I think it's kind of underrated though, I will say that, but it is very good. Alright, but now let's actually get into the new stuff from this update. So we have the bee balm, right? I think that's how you pronounce it. And in fact, you do need a crocus and a lavender from the last update and 10 honey to get it. Now what does the bee balm do, right? You'd think if you need a crocus and another random plant, it'd be better, right? Well, the truth is, it isn't, right? It is multi-harvest, so, oh yeah, I guess. But you're losing so much, it's not even worth it. It's 16,000 for minimum value, and it's really not worth it. And it's multi-harvest, but it's not worth it at all. In no way, shape, or form. It's not. So please don't buy this. It's 16k minimum value, and it's multi-harvest. Alright, we can give it that as a little point. But this one definitely goes down into the last bottom tier. And the nectar thorn, actually, this one's pretty decent from what I've heard, and funny enough, it's right here. And it sells for 40k minimum value, so it's not bad, but it's also multi-harvest, so it's it's a balanced fruit.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
I will say, this is a pretty balanced fruit, right? It's not gonna get you crazy stuff, right, by grinding with this. But it is decent, right? If you're a lower level, it's not that hard to craft, as you can see here. Right? You just need 2 cactus, 1 cactus seed, a nectar shade, which you can get from here, the queen bee, for a little bit of honey. It's not that much. And then 20 honey. Alright. So I think we could say that is positively better than the other 3. 100%. And we have the sun coil. Now this one is, I'm pretty sure, it's decent. I don't think it's OP though. Yeah, okay, so it does sell for 72,000, right? and it is multi-harvest, but it's similar to the honeysuckle. It is very similar to the honeysuckle. It's 72,000, it's less than the honeysuckle, but it has the same shape and form, and it's also multi-harvest, but again, you only get one per cycle. So I will, just because of that, it's not gonna be at the top of the tiers or anything, but it is better than the other we've talked about. So this kind of makes sense. This ranking right now does make sense.